Well, there is a bipartisan effort underway tonight trying to make certain that taxpayer money in the stimulus package will go only to hire American citizens. Senator Jeff Sessions and Senator Ben Nelson both want companies that receive money from the stimulus package to use E-Verify to make sure their employees are here legally. Senator Sessions and Senator Nelson join me now. It is great to have you both with us. Thank you. Let me turn to this E-Verify program. What is your sense, gentlemen, of what is happening first with this program? Because it does work. It's been certified to work. Is that the reason people are trying to kill it, particularly the Democratic leadership of Congress and the Obama administration with the aid of ethnocentric special interest groups and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce?
Well, I would just say I think fundamentally you're correct. It is a working program. 2,000 businesses a week, each week more are signing up to use it. It helps protect them from hiring illegal aliens. It's not a burden, maybe 2 minutes, and as you indicated, it's accurate time and time and time again. The House members did put in special amendments that requires E-Verify to be a part of the stimulus bill. It's not yet in the Senate version, so Senator Nelson and I are working together to try to make sure it is in the Senate bill that will mandate it.
Senator Nelson, will you, in your judgment, be successful with the leadership in the Senate to make that happen, and, if indeed it's passed by the Senate and moves to conference?
Well, I certainly hope so. We've written this letter to both the majority and the minority leaders to try to approach this on a bipartisan basis. I think it's too easy to say that it's been held up through partisan means. I think there are an awful lot of people, for a variety of different reasons, who don't want to see it applied. But when it comes to the stimulus package, it's just essential. We want to create these jobs with the stimulus package, not just spend money. And when you create the jobs or you protect the jobs, you want them to go to legal residents, American citizens and legal residents, not illegal immigrants.
Absolutely, and that should be a straightforward proposition.
Sure.
If I may, I'd like to ask you both this question. Why is it, in your best view, that the U.S. Chamber of Commerce on this stimulus package is fighting the Made in America provision that would require products, including principally steel, used in infrastructure projects to be made in America? Why would the Chamber of Commerce be fighting that provision and also fighting a provision that, as you, Senator Nelson, put it, would require the employment of citizens and legal residents here rather than illegal aliens? Why would a group that has U.S. in front of its name be conducting itself? If I may, Senator Sessions, you first.
Well, I'm baffled, and I'm just baffled about why the Chamber of Commerce would be so persistent in opposing things like E-Verify that are so little problem for businesses and such a big benefit to making sure that jobs go to legal workers. I'm not happy, and I'm really disappointed in that. The question of the steel issue is one I guess we can debate. We're not for putting up walls around the country to stop all imports, but I do think this stimulus package should be focused on helping United States businesses and American workers.
Your view, Senator Nelson, and by the way, Senator Sessions just used the expression putting up walls. Why is there sort of a reflexive response from both parties, frankly? When one says support American manufacturing, support American workers, and Senator Sessions, as he knows, has my greatest respect, but why would people want to quickly equate that with a wall rather than support and incentive for the people that we treasure most, that is the American worker, the middle-class family in this country, and the absolute necessity of having the power to manufacture in this country the goods that we require?
Well, I might take a stab at that. I think what we have is we have an interest in some groups for open and free and fair trade, or open and free trade, as opposed to fair and balanced trade. And so I'm sure there are many who are worried that this will get into the way of trade between nations. But quite honestly, we need to make sure that this trade relationship that we have across the world is not only free and open, but is fair and balanced as well. And in this particular program for stimulus, we want to create jobs here in America, and we want to support American causes.
Senator Nelson, Senator Sessions, gentlemen, thank you so much, and we wish you all the best in your efforts. It is, without question, a noble cause in support of the American people and this country. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou.
We invite you to call your elected representatives, tell them, and email them to save the E-Verify program, the most important, as we said, an effective government program against illegal immigration. E-Verify should be a requirement, according to Senator Sessions and Senator Nelson, of any federal program and contracting with the federal government. To contact your congressmen and senators, we invite you to call the Capitol switchboard at 202-224-3121 or go to LouDobbs.com, where you'll find more information about how to call or to email your representatives and senators.